Hello there guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're keeping well. Another day, another Tottenham rumour, but this time it seems to be pretty much concrete about something going on, developments behind the club in the last 24 hours. As you may or may not know, obviously with the links with Antonio Conte and Mauricio Pochettino last week, the talks with Antonio Conte fell through at the last moment. He looked nailed on to be the next Spurs manager. That's now not happening. Now there's a lot of talk regarding what actually happened there, but it does seem as if expectations between what Conte demanded and what the club were willing to give him were wildly different, and as a result of that, one of the two parties or both parties pulled the plug on that. So obviously with the new director of football that's come in but hasn't been announced yet, Fabio Paratici from Juventus, he was tasked with Levy to basically go back to square one, bring up a short list of managers and then try and strike a deal between these managers. Now, as of last night, around 8 or 9 o'clock, British time, it was broken by a lot of very reputable journalists such as Alistair Gold and Jack Pitt-Brooke, who are the two main Spurs sources that I look for, that advanced talks are underway between the club and Portuguese manager Paulo Fonseca, who was previously at Porto, Braga, Shakhtar Donetsk, Roma, to name a few, for him to become the next Spurs manager. Now, if you don't know much about Paulo Fonseca, he's a 48-year-old Portuguese manager. Like I say, he enjoyed tremendous success at Shakhtar Donetsk. He won the treble-double there, so the league and cup double 3 years in a row. Got Roma to the semi-finals of the Europa League, which they went out to for Man United last season. 594 games as a manager. He's got a 53.5% win rate and he scored 999 goals in that time, which isn't a bad record, to be honest. Now, obviously, this is rocked the fan base. The news of this going ahead, if it does get confirmed that Fonseca is the new manager, has almost comprehensively turned the fan base against the club. Obviously, with Brendan Rodgers, Eric Ten Hag, Pochettino, Conte all being linked with it this summer, to give the job to a free agent who was sacked by Roma last season obviously isn't a great look. But I would urge you to look past that and just have a look at Fonseca's successes as a manager. He took a very, very small club, Pacos de Ferreira, which is a Portuguese club, to third place in the Portuguese League one year, qualified them for the Champions League the first time in their history. He won the Portuguese Cup with Porto, won the Portuguese Cup for the first time ever with Braga as a manager, got Roma to 5th place in Serie A in his first season in Italy. I think he's a very, very competent manager. And I was doing a bit of research about him as well. He plays a 3-4-1-2 formation. So, plays wing backs, 3 at the back, which is something that Conte did and has been lauded for it. So, I think a lot of Spurs fans need to just take this with a little pinch of salt, Yes, he's not going to be the superstar manager that a lot of us hoped for, but no one's a guaranteed success, are they? Jose Mourinho coming on £15 million a year, guaranteed, wins trophies wherever he goes. He left after 17 months and he caused a huge fracture in the Spurs squad. So, this guy could be exactly what we need. I watched them a couple of times, his Roma team. They do play very good football. They have players like Justin Kluivert, Edin Dzeko, Zaniolo in midfield is a very, very good player. So you just never know with managers. You might come in and find a winning formula, but at the end of the day, Spurs need a massive, massive rebuild, and you've just got to hope that Paratici, the director of football, has found his man. They have a good working relationship and they try and offload a lot of the players that have gone stale at Spurs, and they bring in players that want to play for the club, that are young, that are attacking. Hopefully look to the academy as well and promote players like Ryan Sessegnon, Oliver Skipp, who deserve a chance. And I think that, as long as the fans can see that something is being done to, at least get back to what we were under Poch 3-4 years ago, I think people will understand it. Now, obviously Levy's got a huge, huge decision to make here. How much money does he give these guys to try and rebuild the club? it's going to be painful. It's going to take several years, and we've just got to hope this guy does the best that he can and turns us around, because for the next couple of years, top four is even very, very unlikely. I've got to be honest with you. I think that, you know, 7th place finish, we did amazingly well to get 7th last season, because we were absolutely appalling, you know, for large spells last year under Jose. Obviously, Harry Kane's probably going to go as well, so how do we replace him? Already linked with a couple of names that I've seen already, such as Marcus Thuram at Gladbach, which would be a really good signing. So, you know, I think, you know, Paratici has got to work miracles to try and get us into, you know, competing for silverware within the next couple of years. But we'll see how it goes. Let me know your thoughts on, you know, Paulo Fonseca. Obviously, you know, just flicking through Twitter, thousands of Spurs fans are absolutely livid about it. But I urge you, just, you know, take a step back, give him a chance. Let's see what happens. Obviously, it's good that we can get someone in for pre-season. It's rumoured to be announced next week, this Fonseca appointment. So we can only, you know, give him our support, and, you know, hope the lad's doing proud. So until next time, guys, like I say, let me know your thoughts. Keep following me on my social media and on this channel. Thanks a lot for your support, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Take care. See you later. Goodbye.